The Native American forcefully pried open the wolf's mouth, revealing a pair of white, sharp teeth. A smile of satisfaction instantly appeared on his face. This wolf cub was a hybrid of wolf and dog, which could be trained as a working dog. The chieftain tied a heavy wooden block to the little wolf. A working dog needed to build strength from a young age. In the blink of an eye, several months passed, and the little wolf had grown up, becoming a well-trained working dog capable of easily catching large fish. The chieftain named him Doobie but didn't develop any emotional attachment. That is, until a gold prospector arrived in the small town. The moment he saw Doobie, the boy had a sense of familiarity. This was the same little wolf he had once seen. Jack slowly approached Doobie. Just as he was about to reach out and pet him, Doobie's howl made him retreat. The chieftain hurried over to stop him, stating that Doobie couldn't be touched casually. He was meant for work. After a long time together, the chieftain only treated Doobie as a tool, without any familial affection, because Doobie had wolf blood. No other dog was willing to come near him. He came to the river alone, gazing at the distant forest, then looked back at the human camp. Doobie let out a lonely howl, praying for a friendly response. Jack witnessed all of this. The next day, as Jack was wandering nearby, he discovered that Doobie was quietly following him. He was about to go check when a grizzly bear suddenly appeared behind him. Jack was scared out of his wits. He clumsily rolled down the hillside and crawled into a pile of lumber. Seeing this, the grizzly started digging, but finding this method ineffective, it began swatting the wood with its paws, trying to grab Jack through the gaps. At this moment, Doobie growled and slowly approached. The grizzly bear stood up and roared, charging directly. Doobie fled in terror, but this was only a delaying tactic. He circled back in front of Jack. The wolf and bear grappled with each other. The grizzly angrily kicked up dust, constantly probing with its claws. Seeing this, Doobie also bared his fangs, growling in preparation to attack. The grizzly bear stood up again to intimidate, but seeing that Doobie didn't back down, after carefully weighing its options, it assumed there was a wolf pack lying in ambush nearby. It had no choice but to leave in disappointment. Doobie turned to look at Jack, then turned and left, having narrowly escaped death. Jack crawled out of the woodpile, his soul almost leaving his body. Just as he was about to board the boat to leave, he saw Doobie beside him. He took out some jerky and carefully placed it on the wood in front of him. Doobie was stunned. Apart from his late mother, he had never been treated this way before. He quietly climbed to the top of the hill, watching Jack's departing figure. After seeing off Jack and his group, the chieftain took Doobie to town to deliver goods, while the master went inside to discuss business. Doobie obediently lay outside. As a result, Doobie was forcibly bought by a few young thugs and became a fighting dog. After a failed fight, the thugs angrily picked up a stick, wanting to make Doobie stand up again. At this moment, Jack suddenly arrived. He pulled down the thug and found someone to pry open the fighting dog's mouth. Just then, the lookout shouted that the police were coming. The spectators at the dogfighting ring scattered. Jack hugged Doobie, his heart aching. Faced with the thugs' threats, he threatened them with illegal rituals, finally succeeding in taking Doobie away. Jack carefully treated the wounds and personally carried Doobie on a stretcher to the gold panning cabin. However, having seen human violence, Doobie didn't appreciate Jack's attentive care and remained constantly on guard. Within a few days, Doobie had successfully recovered. His iron chain was wrapped around a stick. Jack cautiously approached. To be safe, his friend picked up a stick to defend himself. Doobie instantly began growling, slowly baring his fangs. Jack gestured for his friend to put down the weapon. He stared intently at Doobie, his hand also approaching the entangled iron chain. Although Doobie always remained vigilant, Jack didn't give up. He persisted in feeding Doobie every day, and the distance between them grew smaller and smaller. Jack had a bold idea. He put the jerky in his palm while Doobie was eating. He quietly stroked his head. Doobie didn't have an extreme reaction, proving that he had let his guard down around Jack. Hearing the shouts, Jack's friend inside the cabin hurriedly got up to check. Seeing that Doobie had bitten Jack, he immediately rushed out with a hunting rifle.